And we're live. All right, guys. My name is Mark Havens, and today we're doing September 29th, 2021, the Underdogs test run number 2. And we have with us Rich, Eddie, Travis, and Munkin. Rich, give me your characters' info. Who are you, what are you, and why are you?
Uh, my character's name is Solus. He is a Warforged Soul Knife rogue. He ran away from his rather unsavory master's home after his master passed. Upon inspecting some blueprints, he found a metal shard that fit into an unfinished section of his body, and upon inserting it, found out he had psionic powers. He's been adventuring the world, creating all sorts of chaos, and then eventually the Dream Delvers Guild found him and brought him in for training.
Okay, Eddie, you're up.
I'm playing Sizzle Red Maw of Maw Island, just relatively, secluded off in the world. Just Viking types that plunder their way to success. And one day he left looking for a better path, and I guess on his way to the mainland got picked up by the Dream Delvers.
Okay, Travis, you're up.
I play Rat Bastard, Halfling Bard. He pretty much tells everyone a different backstory for himself. Some believe he might be a member of the Fae. Some believe he's some sort of weird medical experiment. He just literally everyone knows something different about him. In reality, he's the bastard son of a noble family, and just really wants out of that situation.
All right, Munkin, you're up.
Yeah, I play Lawrence Alistar. He is a lawful good paladin. He was um, half elf, so he was not. He was like an outcast from his family because he's like neither one or the other. So he joined a temple of Lathander, where he is very devout to, and is trying to serve the common people.
Okay. And with that, our adventure begins. Your party has been staying in Dalius for several weeks and has made friends with Malleus, the founder of a world-renowned artisans guild that is local to the city. Expelled by incumbents 2 days before he was expected to win an election on the guild council, Malleus began rebuilding by starting a new guild and purchased a rundown building to serve as a guild hall in one of the most impoverished parts of the city. A few of Malleus's friends have discussed with you and your party their own personal experiences at Dalius Makerspace, all of which involved witnessing a certain degree of corruption, abuse, and a sizable amount of unhappiness. Your party has been hired by Malleus's new guild for modest wages to do work for them, fixing their building, sewers, and other infrastructure damage, which your party feels a duty to do without grudge or complaint due to everyone's empathy for their plights. But, most importantly, you have been hired to provide protection. Malleus and your party are staying with Banker, a wealthy friend of Malleus, who is also financing his rebuilding efforts. All of you are awakened by Malleus, who was staying with his friend Banker, and you are at his home. He is, as I said before, a wealthy entertainer of sorts, and although he hasn't made it quite obvious that the extension of his wealth, he does allude to business. You were all invited to breakfast, in which he is chatting you up, a lot of you. And Malleus is kind of there asking, I'm very disappointed. I'm very disappointed in the situation right now, he says, because it would seem that we are being harassed, and it's quite it's almost laughable that I was expelled from my guild for harassment, and now I'm being harassed. I don't understand. I just want to start again, and it feels as though I'm not being allowed.
I mean, to be fair, you're building the same type of guild hall in the same city, so it's kind of obvious that they want you out.
Well, this is my home. I have family here. I can't
Who
leave.
and how are they harassing you?
My old guild. I mean, a guild that I started. A guild that I started from nothing. I ran for the council last year, and they decided that it was in the guild's best interest for them to commit fraud and have them have me expelled before I could win the election. And I'm not to set foot in the building ever again, or else they will probably have me slain. But or arrested, or who knows what. But now that I'm just trying to rebuild, and this city, I mean, they're the largest in the world. They're the largest guild in the world, and I just want to have a little bit of influence and be able to survive. And I have a number of friends who they've also expelled. Pretty much everybody I've been in association with over the last year has been expelled, including everybody in my campaign team trying to get me elected. They were expelled. And now we're all just trying to make a living now with all the defamation that has been going on over the last year. And I don't know exactly how we are going to survive otherwise, unless we're, it feels like we're being run out of town. But we do have the right to survive. We do have the right to live here. I have family here. I've got children with other ex-wives. I can't leave. I can't leave this town.
I mean, you can. It's just societal problems.
I can't leave this town without sacrificing a great deal more personally than I'm willing to sacrifice.
So what do you need us to do? Gristle or Sizzle's interested.
I just need you guys to, make sure that nobody gets hurt while we at the very least get established. I mean, is that something you guys are?
I mean, we're good at killing, so
Oh, don't say
we're
that.
probably good at defending people.
What sort of threat are we expecting here?
I found a bomb, or one of my people found a bomb just last week. Nobody got hurt, but that's the kind of thing that we're dealing with right now. We're dealing with sabotage.
Sabotage, okay.
Was it a placed bomb? Was it a bomb that was just tossed to you, or was it hidden?
It was a placed hidden bomb, and it had a mechanism in which it would have exploded if somebody didn't find it, and disarm it.
Do you think it could have been anything from, any of your of the people that are actually currently working with you?
I mean, it would be hard to believe, but I mean,
Money is money. Some people destroy a lot just to get a good paycheck.
I mean, as long as I really don't like making accusations of anyone. I haven't had any reason to mistrust the people that I'm currently in association with. They've all been expelled they are without a living now until we are able to reestablish. So, I will say that my knowledge of the people that we are dealing with, because one of which is an old protege of mine, he is not above spying and sabotage and anything, anything like that. That's pretty much his MO.
Yeah.
What do you guys think? Should we go around and see if we can find some clues as to who it is? Maybe someone in the town that is like unhappy, or should we just wait and see what happens?
Well,
I guess if we're just hired for security detail, maybe.
I'm just hoping that you guys would be willing to just maybe
Step in when needed.
I mean, basically, we don't have a lot of adventure types here. We're all, artisans and merchants. If you could maybe help us with some of the repair work and just stand watch and make sure that we aren't harassed, and make sure that nobody strange comes up and starts putting bombs putting bombs in the in places that they shouldn't, which is pretty much everywhere. I mean, that's really kind of like, I don't think I can get anybody to come help without having some sort of security in place. So
Seems like a noble cause. I'm in.
okay. Well,
I can
appreciate
stand
it.
watch. It won't be a problem.
I appreciate all of you very much.
I ordered 10
And,
fried eggs and a beer for the road.
well, like I said, everything here is on the house. Yeah, you guys dig in and have a good breakfast, and I will meet you all at the guild hall. And with that, he packs a lunch to go, and he heads out. What do you guys
Okay.
do?
I mean, I'm interested in the sewer work.
I think Lawrence would be interested in like helping people out, building something if something was broken. I don't know. Is that like repairs?
Yeah, I mean, that has to be repairs everywhere, so even in the sewer.
Yeah.
I want to be on patrol duty, just doing laps around, eating my eggs.
I mean, the thing is, we shouldn't separate the party because we're only good if we're all together.
Fair.
So, we just need to be democratic and choose where we want to go.
Well, I am already in line with Paladin wanting to do laps, making sure there ain't no bombs. I'm not very strong, so I'm not going to be able to help much in the construction part.
How big is this place? Are we all within shouting distance, or is this like, small school?
You've been told this is actually it's in kind of a dumpy part of town, really impoverished part of town that you're aware of. You have visited it over the course of the last week or two, but it hasn't been you haven't been invited to work, I guess. But you would say, I would say that it is very small. It's a starting guild hall. It probably is like until they get more membership, they wouldn't be able to afford much of anything. So they're starting with kind of I would say 1,600 square feet total would be. I mean, so it's kind of small. It's enough for 30 people or so to work there, coming and going. And you do know from Malleus's ideology that he likes a free type of organization where people aren't really constrained by oversight, and they have they should have access to the building, 24 hours a day to do their work. So with that, and there's not any space for anybody to stay there, to sleep there or anything like that. So everybody, and this is a large city, everybody has their own homes and everything like that, and they go and they do their work there, and then they go home. So,
Well, if you're worried about shouting distance, I can link our minds, or at least 3 of us.
who are you talking
I
to?
can
But that-
just.
You're talking to the party?
Yes.
Okay.
That does make this a lot easier for sure.
Does anyone else want to be linked? I know he does. Okay, you two?
Yeah.
All right. So I use my psionic whispers, which I need to roll a d8 to determine for how many hours it works.
Oh, shit.
Six hours.
That's good.
We can speak telepathically with each other as long as we are within 1 mile of each other.
Oh, that works. I think I'm just gonna, if everyone else wants to go on patrol, I'm just gonna pretend to be a worker and just pretend to work here and follow you, pretend to work, follow you, pretend to work, so that I maybe get some insight on if there's someone from the inside working against the organization.
Works perfect,
Okay.
and then you can let us know.
Yeah,
Awesome.
and then I can not do any work, which is great.
All right.
This works perfect.
All right, so you guys go ahead and arrive at the guild hall, and you notice that the place is probably it's a dump. It's a dump. It's run down. There's holes, multiple holes in the roof. The doors are off their hinges. The grounds have virtually no vegetation whatsoever, just dry and bare, and there's a gate there that, in fact, it's not even really a guild hall as much as it is a house, that's been abandoned for probably 10 years, and and left in such a huge state of repair. It's possible that somebody paid them to take it off their hands. So it's simply because it would have cost so much to evacuate the debris. And so with that, you guys arrive, and you do find a number of people inside working, and probably about 15 people, I guess, all being very industrious and but a little on edge.
I shout out, "Attention!"
Everybody turns around and looks at you guys.
I say, "This is our leader, Rat Bastard. Tell them why we're here."
I am going to kill you.
They all look at Rat Bastard, and very much awaiting for his response. After a few moments, they kind of look awkwardly around.
I don't know this guy.
And then go back to work.
Why did you call me bastard?
Oh shit!
That's kind of rude, and I just walk to a table and start fiddling with things, pretending to work.
Okay.
I step up and say, "We're here to protect you guys. We're just keeping an eye out. You can continue working as you were."
Okay. They all kind of nod their heads up and down, and they continue working. And then Malleus comes over and says, "I really appreciate you guys coming out and helping. These guys have been on edge since we found the bomb, and I had to really twist some arms to get them to come out today." So I really appreciate you coming.
If you see any suspicious, you can come to us.
We'll do that. We'll do that. Thank you, he says. And then he goes back and he starts working himself.
Do I have to roll deception to pretend to work?
I want to give it to you for free.
Okay, thank
for
you.
now. And
I mean, I am good at doing this kind
Uh-huh.
of stuff. Or not doing this.
I mean, given that everybody's kind of busy anyway, you don't have to worry
Yeah.
about them right now.
I will be back in just a second. I do need to put the mice back because they're getting restless.
All right.
I
And
take my takeaway bag and to-go cup, and I'm doing laps around the building.
you're doing laps around the building. All right.
I'm eyes open, like I'm eating food, but I'm also like looking around, seeing if anybody's looking at me. And
I follow on with small talk.
All right. Right about
what's
then,
up, Ash?
you notice. Let's see. Roll a perception check.
Oh, yep.
And I'm back.
13.
I got 13.
18.
What are we rolling?
Okay. Just rolling perception.
Okay, give me 1 second. Perception. 8.
8. All right. The 8 sees some fairly respectable people coming down the road and turning around the corner. The 13 slightly less respectable, and the 18 you see some goons. You see some goons coming down the road. Probably up to no good.
Hey, Bally's. Those
Wow.
guys kind of look like my old people.
What do you mean, you're old people?
Clocks?
I just start waving around one of my lockpicks. One of these kind of people.
I see.
Can I maybe ask around, like at the table I'm working at, where if people know these goons?
You don't have time.
saying
They're walking. They're walking to the door right now and looking around and poking their head in because the door is open and unhinged.
I'm gonna cast detect thoughts
All right.
and just look at one of them and figure out what they're thinking about right now.
Okay. You cast detect thoughts on one of them, and you get the sense that they are here to collect some protection money.
Okay. I'm gonna go walk up to them.
Okay.
I put my food down and approach too.
Hey,
Hey,
you
what's up?
guys! Hey, we're here. We're here to offer some services, if you know what I mean. We hear you are in
Oh,
trouble.
What are you talking about?
He turns over and looks at you and says, "We understand that you guys have been having difficulties with security around here,
Oh yeah.
and
We're the new exterminators. We've been having a rat problem for a while.
oh yes, absolutely. But we need to be paid before we can render service."
Oh no. We always pay afterwards.
Well, see, we only offer our services when we're paid in advance, and we need payment before
Oh,
we can be
sorry.
render service to
Oh,
protect
sorry.
this fine
Sorry,
establishment.
Sorry, but we can't really do that. Like you're gonna have to, if you want that, you're gonna have to, sign some papers. Part of them are blood pacts.
Blood pacts, you say?
It's a whole. Oh yeah, you haven't heard of blood pacts.
Well,
before.
fortunately, we have, and he kind of pokes at one of his companions there. We have a lawyer here, and he pulls a parchment out, and we can sign up We can sign up our contract right here and right now.
Oh no, sorry. It's guild rules. You have to sign the contracts that we provide. You can look over them, but like part of them are blood pacts. So if you don't abide by all of the rules, it's a small thing. It's just your blood boils and you die a horrible, painful death. It's just a small clause.
Unfortunately, we don't seem to do business that way. We do have standard boilerplate contracts for all of you to sign
Well, then
upon
I'm sorry,
receipt
but
of the money that we are due, he says.
I'm very sorry, but we really can't. It's guild rules. If we don't abide by them, we'll get fired and we'll really get in trouble with the unions.
Well,
It's a whole
Not the
it's a whole
unions.
deal.
if you're
Oh, yes.
if you're insistent on going without protection, that is your
Oh,
choice.
yes.
Going without protection would definitely be to your disadvantage in this neighborhood.
I give
Oh,
a loud ahem, and
Yeah,
I'm
I
standing there,
point
arms crossed.
back at the two giant barbarians. Oh, you mean that kind of protection? We do have that. We're just looking for exterminators currently.
So we've also been hired for protection, and you know the union rules. We're not allowed to let you guys step in.
I'm
Yeah.
unaware of any unions in this neighborhood.
Oh well, we just
As far as
we just
unions
got
go,
here.
I think
we're
me
from a
and
we're from a
me and
from,
Joe, we're in a union, and we pay our dues. He says,
Oh, you're married. That's beautiful.
"Yes, yes, no, we're not married, but it feels like it
But
sometimes.
you said you two were in a union.
Yes, we are in a
Why are you
union.
lying to me?
Nobody's lying, and my head is beginning to hurt now. Feel free to go without protection. This neighborhood
Oh, we
is
have
very.
protection. Look at those giant guys.
This neighborhood is far more
One
dangerous
of them breathes
than.
fire.
And I would think that you would need all the help you can get. Our prices are reasonable.
Sorry, but again, we'll get in real trouble with the union. We're from a guild, kind of franchise in Waterdeep. And if we don't abide by all of the rules and all of the clauses and stuff like that, we'll get in trouble with the union. Like I said, blood pacts, blood boiling, it's really not, it's really ugly.
Are you speaking for everyone here, or are you just a wise guy? He says.
I mean, I'm the leader of this franchise.
Really, I thought Malleus was the leader.
He's the co-owner.
You're an owner with Malleus.
Yeah, I'm
You're a
the
partner with
yeah.
Malleus, he says.
Yeah, we're married.
He kind of scoffs and looks at his companions, and they look back at you and walk away.
What, are you homophobic?
And they don't respond.
I burp at him and say, "What do you want, boss?" Referring to red bastards.
I mean, it would be nice if these people could leave.
Oh, they're leaving.
And I tell this guy,
Sorry.
I hold my my mole at the ready, like showing like if there's any more trouble. I mean, I'm ready.
telepathically whisper to you, Rat. I can make him go away if you want me to.
I prefer no fighting. Could be casualties, unforeseen casualties.
I can
Yeah,
track
and
them after
all
they
of
leave,
it-
though.
Imagine all of the paperwork.
All the cleanup.
Uh,
I
Or
just
can
polished
track-
this mall just this
Yeah.
morning, so
and then
can
we're
track
gonna
them.
have to make paperwork for the cleanup.
All right. Well, we can have them leave, and I can track them to see if they do anything suspicious around the property.
They leave. You don't seem. Roll a perception check.
All right.
It's nice that you let me do that whole fucking thing without rolling a deception.
It's good.
so like, when is the deception on that?
If you're doing a good job role playing, I don't need you to roll.
Nice.
So-
I and my character, we are both very good at gaslighting.
Yeah. If you're good at the role playing, I won't need you to roll necessarily. If it's like questionable logic and stuff, then maybe it puts the other characters in a certain mindset.
Didn't
But
have to roll for the blood fact.
Now he might not have believed half of what you said, but he was frustrated enough to leave on his own.
Good job. I rolled a
I'm
total.
annoying.
What'd you roll?
I rolled a total of 15.
You rolled 15. Okay.
14
so,
here.
All right. So
What roll?
Perception.
Perception.
Perception. Okay.
all right. So with a 15, you don't seem to notice them doing anything other than leaving.
I rolled a 19.
But you do overhear some of them cursing at Melius and at the person they were just in conversation with.
Someone rolled a 23 on perception.
Yeah, if we're all rolling, I got a 23. I don't know if it was just one.
Oh, with a 23, you basically hear you also hear some cursing and a mention of Malleus is going to die someday.
I think
Everyone
they're going
dies
to kill your
eventually.
husband.
Mm-hmm.
He's old.
All right, so
I only married him for the money anyways, and it's not coming anymore.
you guys are being paid, by the way. Just it's not very much. I think it's maybe $1 a day, which is average for
Standard rate.
Standard rate,
Not
but
bad.
not
I mean, it's
dangerous
pretty
pay.
good.
It's not danger
considering
pay
Papa
rate.
and shit.
Yeah, it's not danger pay rate, but it's standard rate.
Am I allowed to follow them or to attempt to stealthily follow behind them to see where they go?
Sure. Go ahead. Roll your
I can do you
stealth.
one better.
Hmm?
I cast invisibility on you and jump on your shoulder.
Perfect.
All right. You cast invisibility on him, jump on shoulders, and off you go.
I'm patrolling again.
And you're patrolling.
Yeah, I follow him.
And all of you are going to be together, or what are you going to do?
Seems like we're splitting up, right?
Yeah, I mean,
Well-
Munkin, you stay with Eddie
Mhm.
because Eddie is still telepathically connected,
Yeah.
and I'm just staying with Rich so that he isn't alone, and I can also be invisible on his shoulder.
All right.
Yeah.
That's how invisibility actually works, because it does say anything you carry also turns invisible, but it does not say that it has to be an object.
All right, so you follow him down the road, and you notice that they are basically doing the same thing with another establishment that appears to be in similar straits. They're knocking on the door, harassing them. In the meantime, though, the other two people that have remained behind need to roll a dex save.
Targeting both of us, just out of curiosity.
You just need to roll a dex save, and I'll let you know what happens.
I have Shield Master. I rolled a 23 and I rolled a 1. Never mind.
I rolled 12 total.
Okay. You rolled a 12. All right.
It was fun playing.
Yeah. How about everybody else?
Oh, we
Was
need
it the two people
Both-
saying about it?
Both of you need to, if you stayed behind, I need you to roll a dex save.
Natty
Oh, it
1.
was the-
DC 15.
So we both failed.
You both failed? Okay. If you both failed, then let's see, I need to roll. All right, Rich, you need to take 16 points of damage from an explosion.
I wasn't in there.
Oh, you weren't inside?
It was
No.
Eddie and Munkin.
Who was inside? Anybody? Nobody was inside.
Patrolling outside.
Oh, you were patrolling
We were
outside.
patrolling outside, and the
Okay,
other two were stealth. Or
My mistake. My mistake. Okay, so neither of you take damage, but you do hear an explosion inside, and Uh, I mean, you
So
hear
I'm
it.
guessing
You hear a
every
giant. You hear a
explosion.
giant explosion. There's clouds of smoke coming out from the holes in the roof, and the unhinged door basically became completely removed and flies about 5 feet from the archway.
I yell shit, and I want to run in as quickly as I can. We forgot to look inside for bombs.
You walk in
I
and you
follow in. Is there flames? Do we need to, I guess, fire?
you
No
notice
fire.
you notice now that there is fire actually. It's there's currently fire on the roof, and it seems there's also fire in the corner.
I'm fire resistant, and I'm gonna heroically charge in and just see if how the workers inside who are filling the area are looking.
You see 4 people on the ground prone that are unconscious, and everybody else is kind of screaming and got their heads, got their ears covered, and they're trying to evacuate and trying and figuring out what's going on. It's chaos right now.
Eddie, are you communicating this to us? Because we're just having a grand old time.
You couldn't have made it far enough away. You would have heard this, right?
Yeah, it was only a few minutes. You guys will hear in the distance behind you an explosion coming from the guild.
All right.
I yell bomb, 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 but maybe you guys might want to still follow them.
No.
No? Okay.
This is more important currently because these guys are just normal fucking thugs. If they come back and try and hit someone, we'll just kill them over there.
Deal. I'm gonna start lay on handsing 1 point to the unconscious people and start trying to carry them out.
Well, and
Yeah, I'll help.
All right. As you do, roll initiative.
God damn it, we're too far away.
Yeah, we're gonna have to wait.
5.
No, I'll let you guys catch up. Don't worry. I'll say while all of this is going on, you manage to get back.
I mean, you're a rogue, so you can dash twice per round, and I'm just hanging on.
You manage to get back, and when you do, you notice that the fire has spread.
All right.
My initial roll is 8.
19.
Oh God.
9.
All right, Rich. Rich, what's your initiative?
My initiative is 9.
9. Eddie, what's your initiative?
5.
Travis?
19.
Munkin?
8.
Okay.
I could make the fire worse.
Yeah, I suppose you
just gotta
could.
use heat metal.
To make this kind of go a little faster, I typically, as a house rule, maintain 1 initiative for all of the combat rounds instead of re-rolling every round, if that's okay with you guys.
For sure.
Yes.
Unless, of course, you have a spell that might force an initiative roll, we'll just do it that way. Okay, and with that, it is Travis. You're not really sure what's going on, but well, I'll tell you what. I'll do to make this a little bit easier so you guys don't waste time. I'll let you be surprised by an attack.
Yay.
All right, and with that, we have Travis is
Yep.
being attacked with appears like flames from the fire.
Am I?
And you get
We're invisible.
you're invisible right now?
We're invisible still.
Okay, well in that case, he doesn't attack you. And instead attacks Eddie. Which apparently misses. No wait. which hits. And you take you take 10 points of fire damage.
Reduced by half because I'm red and big and dumb.
You have resistance to fire?
Yeah, red dragonborn, fire resistance.
Okay, that's fine. You'll take half damage, I guess, and you're also going to start taking 5 points halved, I guess, which would be 2 fire damage at the start of each of your turns until you put out the flame, which I don't think you can unless you have some magical way of doing so. And at which point it is the other guy's turn. And hits. Let's see. Who's invisible right now? Both of you?
Me and Ridge.
Okay. In which case, Munkin gets attacked and hits for 10 points of fire damage, plus, again, 5 points at the start of your next turn.
Okay.
And with that, it is now Travis's turn.
Okay, so what do I see right now?
You see flames that are engulfing the room, and you saw 2 flames kind of reach out and strike 2 of your companions.
I would like to cast Dispel Magic.
Okay.
I jump down from Ridge, so I'm visible now, and Ridge is still invisible. And I cast on... Wait, let me look at the spell. Choose one creature, object, or magical effect within range. Any spell of 3rd level or lower on the target ends. For each spell of 4th level or higher on the target, make an ability check using your spellcasting ability. The DC equals 10 plus the spell's level. On a successful check, the spell ends. So I'm going to cast that on one of the flames.
Okay, you cast on one of the flames, and the flames still continue roaring.
Give me a... No, on one of the flames that struck out.
Okay. You cast it on one that struck out.
Well, nothing happens anyways.
And nothing happens anyway, yeah.
Because I rolled a 4.
Okay. You rolled
Well, unless it's a level 3 spell.
Well, you're not sure what it is. You don't know if it's a spell or exactly what it is. You just noticed that it sort of did magically kind of reach out and touch one of your companions, doing damage to 2 of them.
Yeah. After that, I will just climb back on a ridge and be invisible again.
Okay.
And that's how you use invisibility correctly.
There you go. As long as you have enough of them. Let's see. And with that, we have Rich. Oh wait, yeah, Rich goes.
All right, and so I see the flames that weren't able to be dispelled by his magic. I don't want to dispel the invisibility, but we need to kind of help our party members.
It's okay, don't worry. I'm just on your shoulder now.
All right. I'm going to use my bonus action, steady aim, which as a bonus action, you give yourself advantage on your next attack roll on the current turn. You can use this bonus action.
No, wait. You don't need to do that. You already have advantage. You're invisible.
Oh.
Hidden
Okay.
attacker.
I'm not used to being invisible. All right. Well, then I will attempt to hit it with my psychic blades.
Okay. Roll to hit. You need a 13 or better.
Does a 21 hit?
21 hits. And as you hit and become visible again, flames shoot out and attack you, doing 13 points of damage.
All right. Can I use my reaction, uncanny dodge?
Yes.
Okay. So I take to the lesser or to the greater of that half.
Okay, you take half.
It says on the description.
It should be, I mean, my rules
Oh,
are
sorry.
lesser, but if it's, unless it says otherwise.
It just says you can use your reaction to half the attack's damage against
Okay,
you.
and I
It
do
doesn't
round
say in the
down.
description.
I mean, it's probably like resistance.
I do round down if it benefits the players.
Okay.
And
Nice.
whatever benefits the players, I round accordingly.
Thank you.
On halves. So,
Then
and then you also take 5 points of fire damage on your next turn.
okay.
And how much damage did you deal to fire?
In the game log, I did. Why doesn't it say? I just had to roll the. I hit the damage button.
Hmm?
It's 1d6 plus 4. I did 10 damage.
10 damage, okay.
And then I would like to back off.
You
10
also do sneak attack because you were invisible.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so roll the 3d6. That is an additional 10 damage. And then I'm going to back off 10 feet and throw one of my psychic blades
Okay.
as for the bonus action.
All right. You
It
throw a
is
psychic
a
blade.
14 to hit.
Okay, 14. Yep. No, it's 13 to hit.
And I did minimal damage, which is 5.
Okay. And let's see. So you've done 25 points of damage. It is now let's see, 9. It is now Munkin's turn.
Do I see any water around that I can use to
You do
douse
not.
the flames? Okay. Can I drop and roll? Is that an option? Use an action on that to turn up? Or
Sure, but you'd use your whole action to be prone, I guess,
yeah, I'll do that.
and roll. In
If
order
that'll-
in order to
If that'll do it.
in order to douse
Roll
the
out.
flame, yeah, you can do that to douse the flame. I'll let you.
All right, I'll do that.
Okay.
Can I stand up after, or use half my movement on that, or is that a part
You
of it?
would have to. I forgot what the rules are for standing, but I think you use half your movement. Yeah.
Yeah, half
To
your
stand.
movement.
Mm-hmm. And then
Yep, I'll do that then.
And that's
I'll
your
use
turn.
my action to turn or to.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. You stop, drop, and roll, and then stand back up again, dousing the flames. It is now. Let's see. Munkin. It's now Eddie's turn. Eddie.
I very comfortable or relatively comfortable in fire. I'm being just licked by the flames of this room. Is that something targetable, or would I just be stabbing plasma?
It's really hard to tell because there's fire and flames hitting you.
I mean, to be fair,
Hmm.
you do have a magic weapon, and magical weapons normally hit anything.
Right. Okay. I'm going to swipe at whatever licked at me.
Whatever. All
2
right.
attacks with the intent to smite on. How do I call this? Is it just if one hits? Or?
Smite is only if you hit.
Okay.
Yeah. So there's a body of fire that kind of jumped out at you, and you're going to go and smite it with your sword.
So,
Okay. I got 20 and 15 with my extra attack.
Mm-hmm.
So first damage is 12 max damage, then minimum damage. There's the average. So 17 plus 2d8.
Yeah.
Plus 4, so 21 damage total.
Hmm.
4 of that radiant.
How much damage total? Again?
21.
21. Okay. You do 21 points of damage. Any of that fire damage?
None of it.
Okay, regular damage.
4 of it's radiant, if that.
Should be fine. Okay. And with that, it is now Travis's. Your turn.
I'm going to jump down from Ridge's shoulder and try and move towards the door.
Mm-hmm.
And on the way to the door, I will throw a dagger at the fire.
You throw the dagger at the fire. This is a +1 dagger?
No, it's just a dagger.
Just a regular dagger, okay.
But I do magic psychic damage, so.
Alright, so how much roll a hit for your dagger?
Yeah, give me a second. That is a nat 1, which I get to re-roll.
Mm-hmm.
14.
14. Okay.
And 5 non-magical piercing damage plus 9 magical psychic damage.
Okay. And let's see. That was Travis. It is now Rich's turn.
All right, seeing as how I'm on fire, I already took the damage, correct?
You already took damage earlier.
Okay.
Oh, wait, you're taking damage now, right? This is beginning
Yeah.
of it's beginning of your
the
turn.
beginning of
You're
my
still
turn.
on fire. You take 5 points of fire damage.
Okay. After watching the other paladin stop, drop, and roll, I am going to use my movement to stop, drop, and roll to do the same.
Okay. Stop, drop, and roll. You use your action to stop, drop, and roll, and you use half of your movement to stand back up again.
I mean, to be
Okay.
fair, he is a rogue. Couldn't he technically use his bonus action to do that, since he can use his bonus action to dodge and dash and whatever the fuck he wants to do?
I'll allow that if you're a rogue.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, cool. So I just consume my bonus action.
Hmm.
All right. Well, then I'll still attack ranged at the flames that struck out at me and caught me on fire with another array of psychic blades.
All right, roll a hit. You need a 13.
Natural 20.
Natural 20.
Nice.
All right, nice. Roll your damage. Extra die.
15 total damage. Unless the thing's engaged with one of our other party members.
I mean, there's
kinda
2
hard to
party
tell.
members currently standing in front of the fire, so.
Well, in that case, I can use my sneak attack, but I don't know if it's engaged with another party member or not.
You can assume that it is.
Okay.
And I'll let you take the sneak attack bonus.
All right, with an additional 15.
Okay, and that's with a magical blade.
Yeah.
Damn.
And with that, while you are engaged in that attack, a flame jumps out at you and doesn't appear to do any damage, but it seems to envelop you now and surround you, and you are now on fire.
Okay.
And of which you take 5 points of damage.
All right.
That's why I ran away.
I'll be
I will
joining you
just-
too.
I will just stand in the back, yelling insults at fire.
Mm-hmm.
You yell the insults, I'll throw the insults.
Yeah,
I mean, I can also throw insults by throwing a knife, but I only have one of them left.
you douse the fire out, but the fire seemed to just kind of like come your way anyway and envelop you in fire again. So, and you're currently surrounded by fire.
All right.
With that, it is. Let's see.
Mankin.
It is Munkin's turn. Yep.
Right. I'll do. Seeing my teammates attacking the fire, I will attempt to do the same.
Okay. You attack the fire.
2 attacks with a mole.
Mm-hmm.
I roll a 8.
Okay. Is that with a magical weapon?
That is a magical weapon and a
Okay.
natural 20.
All right. You get an extra die.
Okay.
You rolled. You rolled an 8, right? You didn't.
I rolled an 8
damage.
and a 20.
Okay.
2 attacks.
2 attacks. Okay. And
So I guess
misses,
the 8 doesn't hit and the 20 does hit.
Does hit. Mm-hmm.
Okay. I will do a divine strike or divine smite on the hit that actually hits.
Okay.
Dealing. Okay. So this doesn't do well with a Great Weapon Master. This D&D Beyond, because I can reroll dice, but yeah. I do.
The
21 damage.
Yeah, the damage automatically is considered when you roll a natural 20. So, 21 damage.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Divine is 7.
Yeah. And 7 for the divine thing. All right.
Yeah.
And with that, let's see. Eddie, your turn.
Is it possible for me to wait? Munkin, a second ago, did you attack something separate from the thing I'm attacking in this room? I guess just real quick.
Well, so from just based on earlier when we were standing 2 right next to the flames, I'm assuming I'm attacking the same thing you're attacking.
Okay. Then double attack. For 17, 15, divine smite one of them. Sorry, do I call this before or after? I know last week we said before.
It's on a hit. You can decide to do divine smite, so you can actually do it on both hits if both connect. It's after you know whether or not you hit.
Okay, I'm just do the one because I kind of want to hold on to my spell slots just for shits, I guess. Total 18 plus double 7, 14. Total 32.
Is that damage? What is it?
32 damage.
32
to
damage.
The fire licking at me.
Okay.
And I'm gonna try to use my bonus action to shove it, just to see what will happen. Just to see what will happen. Just as my shield master, I can bonus action try to shove it 5 feet.
Okay.
Yeah, you're using your shield.
Yeah.
You'll have to
That's
use
important
if you
to say that you're using your shield to shove something that is literal fire.
All right.
I don't know if it'll do anything. You are correct, and that is definitely good to probably call out. Either way, if on the off chance it does something, I rolled a 7.
Okay. You rolled a 7. Do you do any damage with that shield attack, or is it a shield? No.
Literal fire is.
It would shove them 5 feet, assuming it could, but I also rolled a 7.
All right. You try to shove the fire, and you are now enveloped in flame.
Ah! Oh, and I take 2 points.
And you take 5 points of damage. There is fire all about. And you take 5 points of damage on your next round, unless you do something about it.
I got resistance, right? So I'm just taking 2 per turn?
Yeah, if you have fire resistance, then you take half damage.
Okay, I'm chilling on fire.
Rounded down. So, if you're already on fire, you don't take any additional. It doesn't accumulate. You just take standard fire damage every round. And with that, it is, let's see, who is it, Eddie? It is now, the flame flicks out and goes after Rich in vain. and nothing seems to happen. But let's see who is.
We're
I'm
just
on.
made out
I'm
of
al-
metal.
I'm already on fire.
Who is
Yeah,
who is
not much.
who is not on fire right now?
I'm not on fire.
Me!
You're not on
But
fire
I-
right now.
I ran out
You
the door.
fleed. Okay, so Munkin,
Yep.
you know, the flames approach and engulf you. You are now on fire.
Roger that. Do it take damage
Hello?
right away? And,
5 points of damage right away.
Is that an attack roll by any
Sure.
chance? Could I reaction protection that or no?
You can actually, yes, you would be able, since he moved, you could react with the
I guess
opportunity
disadvantage
attack.
on the attack then. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I mean, you could get a reaction roll since it was right there next to you and now is engulfing someone else in flame. If you want.
If it attacks him, I want to try to put disadvantage on its attack. But if it's not attacking him, then there's nothing I can do.
He's not really I mean, it's kind of hard to tell if he's being attacked or not. You just see
And-
Yeah, is it,
a
no,
big-
the
a
thing
big-
is it
a big
rolling
body
or
of
Yeah.
body of fire spreads over and engulfs your companion in flames. That's all you see.
Okay, so it says if someone within 5 feet of me gets attacked by an attack roll, I can put disadvantage on it. But if I don't know it's attacking, then
If you don't
or
know
if I'm not
that
aware of how to
if you-
defend
not.
against
To
that.
be
if
fair,
you're not
he did
aware
just-
of the attack, then you wouldn't know to attack.
Fair.
Yeah, I think
Okay.
it's fair enough.
Let me say something here. To be fair, this Dragonborn did just try to shove fire with a shield. Why wouldn't he do it again?
Hey. You never know.
You can always you can make an assumption. I mean, if you want to roll, I'll give everybody a free Arcana check in combat without a what do you call it? Without an
Can
action.
I got with my +0.
Yeah.
Well, let's see.
9.
9.
Not nice and not
Yeah,
liking.
you were
I
fu-
already know, can I because I
You were
personally
dousing
know that
flames
it's,
yeah, you were dousing
Fire
flames with your
elemental.
weapons. What's that?
I personally already know that it's a fire. I
Uh-huh.
rolled an 18.
You
I
rolled-
know that it's a fucking fire.
Yeah,
elemental.
you are aware that you are dealing with fire, at least 2 fire elementals right now.
Yeah, I sent that to everyone.
And there,
Right.
yeah.
Except Munkin.
Yeah, Munkin doesn't know shit.
No, but I see you guys attacking something, and
Yeah.
I'm gonna do the same.
I mean, to be fair, peer pressure. If you see your friends hitting literal fire, you just start hitting it too.
And let's see. With that, it is now Travis's turn.
All right, I am standing in the door, or a little bit of away from the door if there's too much fire close by,
Mm-hmm.
and I am just going to throw. Can I throw a dagger just above Munkin's head so that I hit the elemental that is currently engulfing him?
You
But
can
not
you can certainly try.
Okay.
I'll give you standard attack for
15.
yeah. All right. So DC 15, you manage to attack right above the head and roll your damage.
That is 5 points of non-magical damage plus 13 points of psychic magic damage.
All of a sudden, a big body of flame sort of dissipates
It's
around
working.
You
around
are fucking welcome.
around your companion.
Also, I would like to cast Healing Word as a bonus action on Munkin,
Hmm.
just to be nice.
How you looking, Munkin? Just out of curiosity.
I'm pretty good. Like,
Okay.
I'm just being nice. I don't really need to use my first level spell slots currently.
There's still
Uh,
fire.
so-
There's still people on fire. Right.
I don't know those people.
So
we're here to help the people.
The paladins are here to help the people.
Yeah, oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I don't give a shit. I'm just here to get paid.
Mm-hmm.
So that's full healing for that 7 points of HP.
Okay.
Yep. Thank you for that.
And
Just pretty much I smear aloe vera all over your body.
I glisten.
No, I mean it's plain words. I just tell you how great your ass looks or something.
Okay.
all right, it is Rich's turn.
All right, so I'm gonna use my bonus action to, well, stop, drop, and roll, and stand back up.
Okay.
I mean, we could say that that's a disengage because you are engulfed by a elemental.
That's true. We'll say that it's in disengagement.
Okay. I'm gonna back off. Then I'm gonna use the rest of my 15 feet to back off.
Okay.
I still take the 5 points of damage at the start of my turn, correct?
Yes, because you haven't started your turn yet. You take the 5 points.
Okay. And then I am going to use my leftover action to drink one of my health potions because I'm not doing very well on health.
You drink a health potion.
Noted.
2d4 plus 2.
Okay.
Rolling.
Roll
And-
4.
And with that,
I rolled to 3. I rolled 3.
I'm sorry. Who was rolling what?
I
So
rolled
five.
Oh, to attack.
3.
So you get.
No,
So you
for
didn't
hit
take any
points.
damage.
Oh, 3 hit
this
points, got it.
turn. You get exactly 5 points.
Okay.
Wait, you got a 3 from a 2d4 plus 2?
All right.
Yeah.
Well,
Well, no. Like I rolled 3 total on the d4s.
So 5 HP total.
Oh, sorry, gotcha.
Does that
so,
consume my action, or do you consider using an object a free action?
you consume an action if you're using healing potions and things like that, like using
Yeah.
objects.
Okay, then I am.
That's
out
like a
of
spell.
things to do
Yeah,
this turn.
you disengage. You can join me at the door.
You're about 15 feet away. What you do see is a very fast, basically a very quick-paced flame kind of moves right on top of you. You're now engulfed in flames again, and you see a whip of flame kind of reach around and try to hit you and miss. You take 5 points of damage. Very speedy fire.
It's very attracted to me.
Yes. And that
You're
is...
so hot right now.
I
Yeah,
know.
basically you have a Simo with this thing, so... let's see. It is now... Munkin's turn.
So we're standing right next to the first fire elemental. The other one, is it like within reaction or
Right now, the
reaction attack?
only thing that you can see is this body of flame, just sort of run up to Rich and engulf him.
Okay. I'm gonna protect my party members over commoners, so I'm gonna go over to it and do 2 attacks again.
Okay, you're going to attack Rich while he's on fire.
Oh, is it? Oh, is it inside him, or like is he?
They occupy this.
wearing the elemental?
They are currently occupying the same square.
I mean,
Um,
again, you can do the same thing that I did.
Yeah,
just
that's
hit
essentially.
right above his head.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Or cleave
I'll-
my head
I'll-
off.
And
I'll
I'm
strike
not
him,
I'm
so-
not adding any difficulty to that. You just roll normal hit, but if you miss, you might hit your friend.
I'll try. I'll hit it. 2 attacks.
All right, 2 attacks.
Nice. I believe.
Okay, 15 and
Okay.
oh shit, 10.
All right, so you do. All right, so you attack the elemental with the the hit, and then
With my maul.
you attack your friend with the other one.
Okay, so let's
Yeah.
roll damage for the elemental first.
Okay.
That is 4 damage.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
4 damage.
Hold on, no, sorry, 4 damage plus my strength, which is 3, so that would be 7.
7.
And
okay.
then the other one
Max damage.
Yeah.
is 10.
I'm using my reaction to half that with uncanny dodge.
All right.
Whoops.
Sorry, didn't mean to hit you there. Yeah, you whack him on the shoulder.
Well, no, like right in the gut.
And
He just fucking punches him. Sorry, I didn't mean to hit you.
and let's see, the that one's dead. Okay. In which case, it is now Travis's turn.
So I don't have any daggers left, so I can't throw another dagger. Fuck it, Ridge. I'm being nice.
You're sweet.
I am gonna use a 3rd level healing word on you.
You got 2 paladins. We got plenty of healing.
None
And a
of you
little
are
bit of
healing
Yeah,
him.
and one of them hit me.
You gain 10 points of HP back.
Thank you.
And for my action, I will move up to the fire that is currently engulfing Ridge, and I am just gonna hit. I'm very small. I do have to say that I'm very small, so I will just hit at the ground right next to Ridge at the fire. So the chance of me hitting him is close to 0.
Okay.
Who would have thought my teammates would be good?
Does a 12 hit?
Me?
12
Okay.
does not hit.
All right.
You
I hit the ground, I guess.
yeah.
I mean, to be fair,
Well,
I'm
you're-
literally like,
You're attacking your companion's engulfment of flame, right?
yeah, but I'm like
And you-
crouching down,
Uh,
stabbing at the ground.
at the ground. Okay. All right,
Yeah.
that's fine. And so you missed anyway. The him getting hit. So that works. And it is now. That's your turn, right?
That's all I can do.
Okay. How much damage did you do? No, you missed, right?
Nothing.
Nothing. Okay. So it is now. It's now Rich's turn.
All right. So I'm gonna use my bonus action to get the flames off me.
All right. You disengage, stop, drop, and
Yes.
roll, and use half your action to stand back up again. Half your action stand back up
Movement.
again. Your movement. I think we agreed that you had a bonus action to do that, so you still have a full action.
All right, and then I'm gonna use the rest of my movement speed left
Mhm.
to back away from the flames that like to chase me
Okay.
and throw my psychic blades at it.
And throw your psychic blades at it. Okay. Go for it.
Yes.
Roll to hit. 13.
17 to hit.
Mhm.
And since it is engaged with allies, I can. Oh, that was my bonus action. Well, I did 8 points of damage.
I mean,
I rolled the right one. Never mind. I rolled the right one. I did 8 points of damage plus the sneak attack.
Okay. 8 points of
Which
damage, which
is-
is
It's not clearing. Come on, let me click it. 12 points of damage. Additional.
okay.
So 20 total.
All right. And with that, let's see. How far away did you disengage?
15 feet. That's since I only have
All
30 movement.
15 feet. You see the flame come up to you, whack you on the side of the head for 10 points of damage. And you are
Really?
now
Jeez,
on
man.
fire again, and it then engulfs you in flames.
it's
taking-
moving, right?
Hmm?
It's
Yeah,
moving.
It's moving.
Yeah, so I'm gonna hit it.
Go for it.
I'll have a reaction attack if it moves away from my range.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go
We
for it.
all three of us get
Opportunity attack. Go for it.
I rolled a fucking nat 20.
Okay. Get an extra
So
die.
that is roll as crit damage. That's 7 points of damage, piercing magical.
Mm-hmm.
Plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Plus 24 psychic magical damage. So
Okay.
Okay. What's the total?
31 points of
31?
Damn.
damage.
31. Okay. And with that attack, it kind of like dissipates. The flame dissipates, leaving only your companion with, clothes and skin burning.
Well,
Not that
Rich-
it matters. For the record, I dealt 14 damage.
14
Rich
damage.
doesn't have
Okay.
any skin.
Well, the scales and clothing are on
No,
fire.
Rich
My
is...
metal's charred.
Oh, metal.
Still
Metal.
on
There,
fire, and
the
I'm like, you
paint.
don't look so good, man.
The paint on your metal. Yeah. Okay.
I now have a tarnished look.
I go
Yep.
over and I'm gonna use one of those Cure Wounds scrolls that I have. Gonna use that on you. That is D8.
Can I try to pour the rest
full
of my
heal,
beer on myself?
I'm sorry. Could
10
you-
HP.
Okay.
Okay.
I didn't take any damage because I did not engage in combat.
You
until
didn't
that.
engage. You were playing it safe.
Can I dump the rest of my beer out on myself?
Can you dump the rest of your what?
Beer out on myself from
I s-
breakfast.
I suppose.
Does it put me out, or am I still? sizzling?
Yeah, you can douse yourself out with whatever you got laying around. If you got a beer in your hand, then you can use it.
Splash. It smell like old burnt beer.
All right.
I'm gonna use prestidigitation to make you at least smell less bad.
I mean, I guess
Try to
there's
dodge the spell.
I mean, it's a ranged thing.
you can assume that there's probably people that have water skins and stuff, but that's about it.
I'm
So
gonna try and find my quote-unquote husband. I don't remember his name.
Malleus.
Malleus.
Oh, yes,
I'm gonna
Malleus.
go try and find him.
Malleus is outside with a whole bunch of people who were hurt, and he's trying to tend to them, and is completely unaware that you guys were fighting elementals inside.
Yeah, I go up to him and say, Malleus, friend, buddy, you
Yes.
got some wizards that hate you.
Oh, well, that's unfortunate. It wouldn't
Yeah.
surprise me.
You know the fire? That was elementals.
Oh, well, it sounded like an explosion to me.
Yeah, but we did just stab fire to death, so I'm pretty sure that those were elementals.
And he starts kind of like holding his head in frustration. All I want to do is make a living, he says.
Yeah, I mean, like, it sounds like the other guild also wants to make a living, and you're the rivals.
I
mean,
started
to be
that
fair,
organization.
acting-
I started that organization from nothing, and I'll do it again, he says.
Yeah, maybe do it in a different city.
I can't
Just a
leave
thought.
this city. I have children here, he says.
Yeah, take your children with you or something.
You
I've
might need
been,
a new building at
you know,
minimum, unless
he-
you got some good insurance.
he complains that he doesn't have the means to, like, relocate all of his wives, former wives, that won't leave the city. Apparently
Well,
he
then
has
just
at least
fucking
3, and
Do
children with
every
all of
second
them.
weekend at your house or something. I don't care. Just like this seems kind of pointless. Like if you have wizards fighting against you,
I should
it's
be.
not gonna go well.
So what you're telling me is I should hire wizards.
Yes.
Well, maybe I should hire wizards. That's a great idea. Where can I
Do you
find
have the
some
money
wizards?
for that, considering you don't have the money to fucking relocate?
I have money to pay off city officials for bribes.
Ah, that's good.
I mean,
Is that part of the budget?
but that's part of the budget.
I mean, that's pretty normal for any organization.
That's part of the budget. We're anticipating needing to pay off some city officials any moment now. And just as he
I
says
mean,
that,
we did just turn away some guys that wanted protection money from you. By
just
the
as
way, if they talk about your husband, that's me.
Here-
Just tell them that you'll send me on them if I
He-
did
he-
just annoy them away.
he looks at you and says, "I'm husband. I'm sorry. I'm what am
mean-
I again?" He says.
What?
He's confused by the words that you're using, implying that his sexual orientation is something that he might you might be confused about.
Oh yes, husband. You know, when two people love each other, they go and pay money to make a big fucking festival for the
Legal
Lutheran
contract.
Church.
I think my
Yeah, do a
girlfriend
contract.
I think my girlfriend and ex-wives would oppose such
I mean, your
types of things.
ex-wives wouldn't really give a shit, would they?
I don't know. In this type of era, there's no telling what kind of complaints they would file if I would were to announce certain types of details about my personal life. But
I'm just telling you, if they talk about your husband, that's me.
okay,
You can just tell them that you divorced me or something. I was just in it for the money.
okay. Well, maybe we should talk about this before you begin creating stories that could probably
You
be
hired
used
me.
against me.
I'm a liar and an identity thief,
Oh,
and I did tell you that at the interview.
did I?
Um,
Did we? I must have missed.
lying is like, yes, obviously.
Okay, well, I'll attempt to do some sort of damage control, and then we will be
I mean, you can just tell them that they are lying. That's what I always do.
okay. Well, we'll do that. In the meantime, as he mentions the conversation about bribing, you all notice a very distinguished-looking gentleman coming down the road, and he looks around at all of the fire and says, "I'm here to inspect the building, and it appears that all of you are in violation."
Hello, sir. I walk up to him with my hand out.
Mm-hmm.
My mistake. I sneezed.
No, actually, let me handle this. Actually, sir, I'm very sorry. I might not look like it, but I just motioned for him to come closer to me because I'm too small to talk into his ear.
And he goes, "Yes." So
Yeah, I'm sorry, but I hold out a signet ring. I'm actually part of a noble family, and there was just an assassination attempt on me in this building, and this good man, the guild master, did help me, and sadly there was some damage done to the building while we dealt with the assassins.
all right,
They
roll
were wizards and
your
were throwing fireballs.
deception. I'm gonna have you roll your
I
deception
am
this
also
time.
pretending to be someone else. Technically, so
Yeah,
I
when
roll
you're
with advantage.
when you're doing that, I'm gonna have you roll it.
That's a nat 20. The first one was
Nat
a
20.
13. This
You're
one is a 29.
okay. Nat 20. Your Highness. Oh my goodness, I should have recognized you. After all,
Yes, you should.
is what can I do to make your stay here more pleasant?
Well, the guildmaster did just help me, and there was a lot of damage dealt to his building.
Mm-hmm.
And you're a city official, right?
Well, yes, I'm a building inspector.
Yes. It would
My grace.
be really great if you could help this man repair his building. There were holes. There's now holes and fire damage and a lot of different repairs. This house really looked amazing beforehand. If you could just help us with repairs,
Well, what I
I
can
could
do,
maybe talk with my family about lowering some, just a little bit of extra money, or maybe some gifts directly from the family towards you. If you could help.
I suppose what I can do is make sure that all of you have your papers in order, and if it's okay with you, I would love to volunteer my time after working hours.
Yes,
Papers?
but maybe you could also help a little bit with the insurance, considering that this good man did just risk his livelihood.
I'm
to
sorry.
help me.
What insurance company are you doing business with now?
I look towards. I already forgot his name. My now ex-husband.
He looks kind of sheepishly and says, "We couldn't afford insurance. We don't have any insurance yet. We were planning on having insurance in place after the construction efforts were complete, and we were able to raise additional funds," he says.
Uh-oh.
And with that, the inspector says, "Oh, I'm really sorry to hear that. If here he takes out some change from, like 5 gold pieces from his pocket, and anything I can do to help," he says.
Yes, maybe you can help spread the word around
Spread the word around what?
that these good people need donations.
Certainly, that's certainly the least I could do.
Thank you.
And he heads off.
Well, I put
So
the signet ring back in my fucking pants pocket.
Do you
yeah,
need to make? I look at you straight in the eyes, like, do you need me to make you some documentation to fill this out? Because I can forge it.
You think I don't already have forged documentation?
You just faked royalty.
I say, rat
What do you
bastard, you just lied to help someone else? I didn't think you had it in you.
I like to help someone else all the time. Most of the time, I'm lying, even when I'm helping someone.
In the short time I've known you, never thought I'd see the day.
I mean, I already did that with the fucking thugs.
Well, that seemed more like directly profiting yourself situation.
It doesn't hurt me when I lie in someone else's favor.
Hey,
I'm not gonna give this guy money to help his fucking business.
I mean, you kind of
I'm
did.
still alive for him.
You saved him a bunch of bribe money. I mean, indirectly, yeah, but still, that was a pretty big.
Is he going
I
soft?
also have the 5
I think
gold
he's
in
going
my
soft.
hand. These are mine, by the way. I pocket them.
He's going soft.
yeah, it was a nat 20. You pretty much got everything. Max best possible outcome is essentially what you got. So yeah, it's kind of cool. So you guys, it's towards the end of the day. Everybody's recovering from the wounds and the damage, and there's some clerics come over to help assist, as given word by the formerly corrupted inspector, the building inspector, who's now spreading the word about the guild and all the help that needs to be done. So clerics from the temple come and assist the wounded, and everybody is recovered, and I think 3 people are resurrected by a very, very kind elf, elven cleric that apparently just wants to see everybody happy. And
Just throws away like 5,000 gold.
pretty much by the goodness of their own heart. As as instructed by the building inspector, apparently. Who has a great deal of influence now that he's been sanctioned by royalty to go and pledge get
I mean, to be
get
fair,
get
I
funds
technically
for.
am still royalty.
I mean
Well,
the
not royalty, nobility, but
the
still.
you learn that the building inspector has a reputation for shaking down and getting bribes, and he's seemed to have used that skill to help fund the guild.
I think you owe him like a property tax break next time that gets done.
I mean, I I would have to talk with my mother or father about that, and I hate them, so no.
I mean,
They
can
don't.
disguise
You
myself
also
as
don't
you.
know that is happening. You just know, literally, like I said, all of you know something, like know a different backstory about Rat.
And with that, that is the adventure for today. And I appreciate you
Woo,
guys
nobody
coming,
died.
hanging out. Nobody
Yeah.
died except
I
for
almost did.
a few
That's
random
what healing
people.
word is for.
Yeah.
A few random strangers did die from the blast, but were apparently
Hey,
resurrected by a
they
kind.
survived with major like psychological trauma.
Oh
so
yeah,
it's all-
everybody has psychological trauma probably before the blast. So
Oh no, I mean like seeing hell and coming back. It's like
yeah,
major psychological trauma. But hey, they lived.
they lived.
They
Uh,
didn't. They wish they didn't. But
Any feedback you guys, maybe for a next generation? Anything I could change, add, delete?
I mean, maybe change the fight up a bit that we actually see who like made the elementals appear.
Oh, okay. You want to see a wizard or
Did they just pop out of the bomb? Is that what it was? Or did they were the bomb?
you weren't there to see what was going on, so
Okay.
the bomb
Fair.
happened. Yeah, the bomb happened inside, and you weren't there to see the details. So when you got into the building, now if you were in the building, I would have given you a different insight on that, but since you weren't, you
Yeah,
didn't
but
get it.
like maybe let us at least like if we were outside and run inside, let us see like a wizard teleporting away or like turning invisible or
Yeah,
something
that
like
probably.
that.
You think that would be more satisfying to see if you got a
Oh, yeah.
glimpse?
I mean,
I like the bomb archetype personally, which is why I'm all about it. But I don't know,
well,
this
I mean, it could also be an
pre-planning, preparation.
artificer
I mean,
or
you
something.
here's the deal. You heard them talk about a bomb, and then what you saw was what you presumed to be a bomb, and very well could. I mean, in all practicality, it was a bomb. It was just magical and had fire elementals attached to it. So
I like
that's
that
Would-
personally.
what you
maybe
saw.
or maybe
Yeah.
let us like at the in when we run in at the end of the fight, let us see like the broken husk of the bomb or something, like something to say, hey, somebody actually did this.
Let's see. In the previous game, I had somebody witness, the explosion and torso. What do you call it? The limbs got ripped off of everybody, and it was just a torso
Oh,
laying on the ground. You know.
Yeah, I mean that's
So,
cool.
is that cool?
Yes.
But you guys weren't inside with the bomb, so you didn't get the graphic
Yeah.
detail.
Which was
So-
great, by the way, because you flat out told us there was a bomb, and I was going, of course, there's not going to be a second one.
So,
To be fair, it's very much in character for Rat to be like, oh, there's gonna be a bomb. I'm gonna be as far away as I can.
So-
I was just doing my thing. I was like, maybe those are the guys that are causing no good. Nope, they were behind us.
yeah, that was
Yeah.
sort of a red herring, but it could have been related. It just
I
depends
kind of
on.
knew it wasn't. I was literally just like, I don't want to be here.
Yeah.
So I was your
I don't want to be
was your
here. I'm
escape
still
plan.
gonna take the credit.
Yeah, so it's a
Or bait,
shady
whatever.
neighborhood. Think the ghetto, and in the ghetto, you're probably gonna get at least assaulted or harassed from all sides. and it might not necessarily be who you think it is. So it could be someone new. Although it could have been related, it could have been some depth to it that was they could have been hired or influenced in some way by the guild. The same with the city official. We don't know. So, but with that, you guys had a good time. You enjoyed it.
Yes,
Oh
thank
yeah,
you.
it was fun.
Cool.
I think it was awesome.
Cool. Well, I appreciate you guys hanging out, and with that, I will go back to ending the stream, and see you guys next time.